Hey guys, it's Christian from SuperKamiGuru9000, and this is my review of One Piece Chapter 547. Oh man, this is another emotional One Piece episode. You cannot deny One Piece anime is powerful stuff, and they are good at telling a sad story. And pretty much what happens here in the beginning of this episode is that we're finishing up with the Queen has passed away, and it's pretty much everyone dealing with it. We find out that it was a human that shot the Queen. And Jinbei was quick to say, you know what, we're going to hide the body. We're just going to get this guy out of here because this is going to ruin everything the Queen was working for. He was a pirate. He was a bad guy. And Hody Jones is quick to say, no, we're going to show the truth to everyone. And he holds the body out in front of like the Fishman Island residents and shows them all it was a human that killed the Queen. I will say my favorite part of this episode probably has to be when the prince made his speech at his mother's funeral. Now, again, One Piece is so emotional, and this was a really, powerful moment for me when I was watching the series this week. And I really like how he said, you know what, we're going to start over. It's up to us to live out our mother's dreams. We're going to throw away all the signatures, and we're going to go to the World Summit. Hopefully we're ready in 2 years, and if we're not, there'll be another one in 6, there'll be another one in 10. And when we're ready, we will dream about the sun together. And I just thought this was the most emotional, most powerful part of this episode, and really awesome. The last big part of this episode comes when Nami and Jinbei are facing off, and they're talking about how they feel about everything that's just happened now that Nami's heard the whole story of the Arlong pirates and the Fishman Island and its history and why all this discrimination is happening. And it's really moving when Nami's saying something along the lines of, you know, Jinbei, I don't hate you because you're a fisherman. I just don't like Arlong. And this really hit Jinbei because I think he was expecting Nami to want revenge or want something to happen to the fishmen because of what they had done. But, you know, to this, Nami just says something along the lines of, if it wasn't for all these things happening, I wouldn't have met Luffy. If it wasn't for my life ending up the way it was, I wouldn't be part of the Straw Hat Pirates. And I think this is a huge weight off Jinbei as he realizes that he's forgiven. He doesn't have to walk around with the fishman pirate sins on his shoulders anymore, knowing what they did, knowing what Arlong and his pirates did to Nami and that island. The episode comes to a close when we get one of those snails coming and beaming up the image of Hody Jones, saying that he has now taken over Fishman Island and is the new captain of the Fishman Pirates. And boom, to be continued. Awesome episode. Really excited about to see the events happen that are coming up on the Fishman Island. No more flashbacks, thank goodness. Now, by the way, though, I still really enjoyed these flashbacks as a whole. If I looked at them, you know, all of them. There were some slow parts, but it was pretty good. It really was. It was pretty powerful stuff. And a lot of this kind of reminded me of the Pain arc in Naruto. Why do I say that? Because I remember when Pain was facing Naruto, when he had him like stabbed down to the ground right before Naruto turned Six Tails with the whole Hinata scenes. He said, you know, I bet you want to take revenge on me for doing this to your village. And then he's like, well, the hidden leaf did this to my village. And so where does the hatred cycle end? When does this, you know, circle of revenge stop? And, you know, I think Naruto really showed that this is where he wanted it to stop. He wasn't going to take revenge. And this is what Nami just did in this episode, showing Jinbei, you know what, I don't need to take revenge. I've already forgiven the people that needed to be forgiven, and I don't judge the many on the actions of the few. So if I had one question for you guys, I'd have to ask you, what did you think of these flashbacks? Do you think you have a better understanding of this whole Fishman struggle? Do you feel for the Fishmen? Or do you just want to see this big fight coming up with Luffy facing off with Hody and Vanderdecken and all the Fishman pirates versus Luffy and the crew? I'm really excited to see where this is going to go. I'm really excited to see what you guys think, so leave your comments down below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. It always helps, guys. And until next time, SuperKamiGuru9000, out.